Go ahead. What you just got these niggas?
I said I don't get locked up for bags of weed, all drama and we speak.
Let's set the record straight. I'm a trapper that be setting fashion trends. Heard that nigga lurking, throwing subs. I told bro tag him in. Big beef, AMG or Continental riding in. Dunk's cool, but Louis or Dior, that's what I'm probably in. Moving like a mile, foreign cars and tinted Escalades. Nigga, we get active, we don't get afraid. Cost a couple racks to sip this lemonade. 500 for this dinner plate. You owe me, then I'm getting paid. Play dirty, then you getting sprayed. Get over, then we get away. Free ooey. All these racks on me, I just might buy a Louis. 223s like missiles, they rip right through him. Told my youngin', don't look in that bag, just bring it right to me. Glorified the streets till he found out this shit ain't like the movie. Sparks fly, then your heart start racing like a lamb truck. Nerk spine, and your closest homie got you jammed up. Folks dying, you can't do no crying, gotta man up. At 10 toes, the only way to stand up. The only way to stand up. The only way to stand up.
Yeah.
The only way to stand up. Yeah. In my hood, I'm respected like I'm Kobe. I put purple on. Trap be jumping, but I changed the lane cause that won't work for long. Half a ticket up, and my first thought was put my circle on. Only do it marries for the denim, won't put purple on. I ain't make $1 off a rap, came in the game rich. Yeah, I fuck them hoes, but I ain't cutting off my main bitch. I just put some diamonds in that AP and they stainless. Actually, they flawless and cost more regardless. I was losing focus, I was tripping, now I'm all in. 3 phones, but she got 2 numbers and keep calling. Told that nigga pay me with EO, feel like he's stalling. Won't be satisfied until we charge him. Couple thousand for a verse, that's what I'm charging now. You can leave your weapon in the car, but we need ours around. Every time I step inside the club, it's a money shower. Cartier shades, cause it's sunny now.
Say sorry, say sorry you could right. You dickhead. We really put that in there too.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell y'all niggas. That's still good, real rap.
What you say? Tell her again.
That's my cousin.
Leaf next up. Y'all niggas better listen.
For sure.
Hey man, the best thing I did was put them Percocets down. They said I wouldn't be able to write the same without them Jones. Got me fucked up. Got me fucked up. I know niggas gonna change on me, so that flame on me. If they catch me lacking, then it's shame on me. When they bang on me, I'ma die solid, ain't no stains on me. I know that it's gonna rain on me. I know how to move with all this pain on me. You know nobody run no game on me. Cops cut my records, I got cane on me. Everything in life is temporary. Last place we all go was the cemetery. Wonder how I look on the obituary. I can tell them like this shit get too scary. Homie said they talk behind your back and laugh in your face, then I witnessed it. Before I feel the law, every year I roll my dad and on the Christmas list. They ain't give me shit from also. I look up the dudes, now they all broke. From on the head, them niggas ain't sincere. Show me who they was, now my heart broke. I can't put my trust in none of y'all, and I can keep an eye on every one of y'all. Moving cautious when it come to y'all, they hate make niggas not even one ball. I ain't got no more chance for them. Fuck my enemies, man, I'm scared for them. Y'all probably see Leafy and ran for them. Tired of broke, and I'ma kick the chair for them. Play the project came together, how you change? We stood in that rain together. We supposed to change the weather, remain solid, we gon' stay the same forever. Saw my cousin 7 times next week, shit's took face, son. So far, I see them niggas dig a grave for them. We gon' make spot. I'm still in the trap with it, fighting gun cases, still strapped with it. Wouldn't even know I had it. A lot of niggas don't know how to act with it. I know I ain't living right, living life, cause I know it can end the night. I know I'ma sin tonight, I'ma rumble, fuck if I win the fight. They know Leafy too solid, they gon' talk, there's nothing they can do by it. They know I'ma stand firm. Last question we got left is you, body. Turn it back and walk away, who is real? I don't know, it's hard to say. I done done so much that I'm hellbound, sometimes I find it hard to pray. I was out running the streets, making my own cry, ain't normal. I was looking for a plot, but he ain't Lulu if he ain't a foreigner. I still could cut for the lifers, I still could cut for the pipers. In the trap for all nighters, roll it down, roll with a lighter. Fuck it, don't leave for a fight. I took my life in the pieces, was 5 minute piece. Running around the lost cars in the streets, it was all in the streets. Was it just get my feet wet? How the fuck did I fall in this deep? It was all just to eat. All the homies I lost in the streets, homies that crossing the streets, no law in the streets. You gon' catch me, I fall in the streets. Fuck it, I can be soft in the streets, go hard in the streets. Boss for crossing the streets, but it cut with a law in the streets. I'm tall in the streets, right? You can ball in the streets. Leafy did it all for the streets, it was all for the streets. It was all for the streets, huh? Man. Everything I did was for them streets. And the streets don't love you. They take away the ones that love you for real. They take away the shit you love. Best thing I did was put the Percocets down, man. Sis, it was killing me. They was fucking up my life. But now we back. Leafy got a bankroll on it. Hey, Rob, this that talk right here. I seen it happen firsthand, thought I was dealt the worst hand. Never had to spin back, I got it right the first chance. Caught a charge, certain about the bliss, they cut the water off. Damaging, lost $100,000 gambling. RP to dime, I ain't seen you in years. I know you thinking you a gangster, can't believe you in tears. $1 million deal, that could be me in a year. Bet you'll see me in the casket before you see me in fear. Fell off, thinking how I'm gonna get back on this bread. Felt like Neo with the plug in the back of my head. I miss my niggas, man, I wish they could come back from the dead. I'm tired of other niggas dissing, tired of fucking niggas bitches. Y'all just a bunch of niggas minding other niggas business. I be feeling progress if a couple niggas listen. Whole block depending on me, why would I play with it? Could be doing life, I done murdered and got away with it. Murdered and got away with it. Murdered and got away with it. 3 different bodies, they blurting it out that they did it. Fish scale, I'm a bad boy, this a big cell. Helicopter ride if I outland in this jail. It makes sense that M's come after taking this L. Alphabet, she was sucking dick, I gave her mouth arrest. Paid Papa Bell, them crickets still gave him house arrest. You heard of that? If you put me on it, I'ma murder that. Put a body on it and I never gave that. Burner back was there for you, don't turn your back. I feel I'm in the jam again. A month later running, I'm relying on my man again. I'm kind bit, you ain't have to wrestle with this kind of shit. No rice and gravy, chicks won't even let me go for 5 cents. They tell me no, you about to blow when I'm trying to spin. Lie niggas say when I got shot, I should've died then. I ain't seen a nigga since that day, tell him try again. Stepping with a first degree on my weapon, let it ring on this man just to leave him a message. Question, what you supposed to do without an answer? If I ever go broke, my bitch will be a dancer. Never act off of impulse, I'm a lamper. Do a nigga dirty, might just pop up out his hamper. I do this shit for GP and do this shit for GP. Put your glasses on, I'm coming at niggas in 3D. Can't see you taking this rollie without a consequence. 12 different guns, we was hitting him with all kind of shit. I last with the crooks, had a jab in the hook. I need more, but she just put her last on my books. I was on to the races, none of law, looking spacious. Chase from the law, shake them off in the spaceship. All these niggas broke, they so stuck on being shooters. Put them on some chicken, they'll be up before the roosters. 100 grand wrapped in rubber bands in the Uber. Man, I've been taking care of fam with no excuses. I'm mad at my op, you let some other niggas shoot you. It's hurting me cause I ain't get to do that nigga personally. Never went to college, nigga, murder was my first degree. 911 emergency, don't call cops on us. This shit ain't got no safety cause it's all Glocks on us. I'm the nigga in the low T with the rollie in the goatee. My bitches call me daddy and my youngin' call me OG. It's hard to believe when niggas say they gotta show me action. Everybody out there know what happened. Approached him, smoked him, a tip on his homie. The pandemic tripled up the rent niggas owe me. No bad nigga, keep going. I'm the hottest out without a doubt. If a pussy good enough, I'll write a rap and shout her out. Parole dead, guns was everywhere inside my mama house. Who goes there? Paranoid Zaza got me cotton mouth. Bossed up, underground, leaving bitches starstruck. Who the best in the city, nigga? That's a toss up. I just know they gon' feel me cause I never lost touch, gang.
Welcome
Start from the beginning.
to another ice turning experience. Something you can't define, but you can only experience this through me. You know, it's one thing that I know for certain is that a man who knows his tangible and intangible worth will conduct himself, you know, with such a pride and dignity that it almost seems, you know, sealed. You know, he will make his own choices from.
You know what's like to actually have things sealed is having things solidified. Having things solidified in the intangible sense as well as the tangible sense. You know, thinking in the intangible, translates to knowing, what you know in the intangible, then, corresponds to what? The action of the, tangible to produce the works.
Fear, anyone questioning it, the consequences thereof, them questioning his manhood or decision-making processes. And this is mainly because his integrity, to
And this perspective is more so based on cardinal errors, not based on anything fixated. And what I mean by cardinal error, just to make it in layman's terms, is ready-made thoughts, a ready-made perspective, a ready-made idea of who I am and what I present to the equation.
who he is intact, and it backs up his words with his actions. Remember I said before, everything is abstract. Truth isn't abstract, right? See, he's the type of man that doesn't play games or play into games because he's a straight shooter. He is all the way thorough and on point to where, other men and women will naturally fall in line with him. Mainly because innately, other men, want to be him, secretly envy him, as well as
That's what all comes with the process, man. It all comes with the carry. Easy, what's going on? Blessings to you, North. You already know what it is, man. My brother, it's what we speak on, man. The carry. Exactly. He said, yes, sir. You already know, man. It's the carry. You get it off of your thoroughness, man. The intangible thoroughness, and it equates to the tangible thoroughness of just basically who you are, man. I'm having women just, renegotiating with themselves. I had a young lady that was on her way to basically getting her tubes tied, but she decided to change her mind. And that was just based on decisions, and looking at, okay, well, I gotta give him something. I gotta put my deposit in. That's another conversation, but your carry gotta be like that.
and want to be with him innately. See, true to the game, Mac, has his ducks in order.
Yo, our city is crazy, bro. It is, man. They doing some initiation on my end, man. Like, I'm saying, like, innocent bystanders are getting hit. This is based on some like gang initiation. It's crazy, man. It's just like not my section, but outside of my section. As of lately, I've been on the phones, man. I've been talking to a lot of, a lot of the youngins, man, and just seeing what's going on with them, man. And just, the only thing I can do is plant the seed. I can't tell them to stop doing what they're doing, but I could tell them how to move correctly because, if they see that, my concern for them, not being in a certain, position, for a duration of time, is important to me. Just on, on that end, it allows them to think. I work at Jeff Hospital had 4 gunshot victims on Saturday. Yeah, man, bro, this shit is getting brazy, bro. It's getting wild because, you know, and my generation, I don't know if you come from the same generation I came from, you know, whereas though we had to have them hands, you know. A lot of them dudes is scared to take that L, man. Scared that they ass whoop, you know, because of the insecurities of that, man. They just go right to that. Exactly. He said, "You're right, and we can't. We haven't been there at our lowest. So of course, all of you can do is just plant the seed." Exactly, man. I'm saying we had it difficult in a certain way. We didn't have it difficult like they had it difficult. So it's a matter of just understanding, just like patience and understanding, you know. And believe it or not, a lot of them cats that you think is wild, they really want you to interact with them. They really want you know what I'm saying? They really look for that guidance. But a lot of the old heads be scared of them. That's just truth be told. A lot of them old heads be scared of them. You know, I talk to the youngins. I had no problem with them. You know, I don't think of it as anything. They want guidance. Exactly. I learned to fight going to school in G-Town. Bro, G-Town, believe it or not, like G-Town, people be trying to downplay G-Town. Like G-Town is real, bro. Especially like the east side. Yeah. I know about G-Town. It's not a walk in the park, man. I don't get too far into that, man, but it's real everywhere in Philly, man. It's crazy. You know, it's not like people be thinking like, oh yeah, it's sweet. Yeah, you think it's like that, man. You know, you could be in a situation, you didn't even want to be in, you know. But it's like how bro said, man, how Rock said, man, our city needs something, man. Our city needs, a voice of reason, man. But let's just get into this. I'm around. I mean, that's the only thing I can do is just be around, you know, be around and talk. I'm fortunate enough to talk to, what I'm saying, to these youngins and really have the position that I have because, and that's one thing I don't really take for granted because, they don't listen to anybody. They want to listen to somebody, but they want to listen to somebody that they can actually respect. Someone that actually feels, what they're actually going through. You know, I know what it's like, man. I know what it's like to not have hope. I know what it's like to be, at the bottom. I know what it's like to, feel like it's just nothing and it feel like nothing. And I tell these youngins, man, you are somebody, man. I break it down to them. It's part of the perspective.
His affairs in order, as well as his business together, and understands his life's purpose, his reason for being here, from the in-game standpoint. See, he's someone that knows.
The sad part about it, man, is that you love your city, man. You love your city, man, but your city don't love you back. They don't love you the way that you love it. You know, that's the part that really breaks my heart, man. Not a chick. The fact that my city don't love me the same way that I love it. I love my city, man. I love what it made me. I love how, it made me. You know.
To conduct himself, confidently, in every situation, at hand. Outwardly, he's successful. And that also contributes to his self-esteem and self-worth to himself. But also keep this in mind. It is possible to, experience and act with self-esteem, all while also having little to no self-respect for yourself. This is why it's imperative for you to learn or make the effort to learn and listen and develop your ability to discern the difference between two men, between a tale of two men. You can't listen to me like you listen to everyone else, as I've said before. See, it's more to this than just, words. You gotta really, keen in on the sound of what I'm saying.
Everything leads back.
Just like it's more to this than just relying on self-esteem alone. That'll actually get you caught up in, just evaluating that part of the framework. That will cause you to, misinterpret, unfortunate events that take place. That cause you to doubt yourself, and you'll fall prone to victimization, blame, regrets, guilt, and stress. From vague reasonings. That's not the way of a man. It's definitely not the conduct of a man. See, an inflated ego is something that's, created from focusing too much on your self-esteem or the realization of how important you deem yourself to be. That's only inspired by mental imbalances of, the illusion of self-assurance. Also keep this in mind. A huge ego sometimes can cause you to feel, unequal in the balancing act. Having you out of line. Have you, misinterpreting, your actual worth. To where as though in a way that will, have you disguising one motion over another, feeling like you're, over worth it. But deep down inside, you feel worthless. Keep that in mind. Now, when you truly respect yourself, your ego will always be present. Something that I've always encountered, something that I've always been familiar with. That's why, self-awareness is key. Not only knowledge of self, but awareness of self. I'm aware of how
remember I said before, truth is abstract.
Involved my ego still
Awareness
is, and
abstract.
how present it is, as well as its triggers. But the difference with maturity and balance, right? You can't put together the right measurement with youthful understanding. See, what maturity does, it allows you to basically keep your ego in check and keep the balance correct to the point that it doesn't play into your actions. See, a man who, has, a genuine, sense of self, with, an accurate, picture, is one who enjoys his own company. This is regardless whether, he's, experiencing failure, or he's, experiencing success, because his mind and heart is guarded properly, and it's managed properly, and it's evaluated properly, because we all know too much, success can go to the head and too much failure can go to the heart, That's a man that knows how to self-correct. There's a man that's constantly checking his oil, That's a man that has a vibe that can't be killed. Yeah, they have no choice but to respond to it, but just how they respond to it. It's like it's unique. Welcome to the Ice Turner Experience. Something you can't define, but you can only experience this through me. I can't teach you exactly how to be a better man. I can only show you who the better man is. And hopefully you take heed, learn what you are supposed to learn, grow from that, and, eventually you'll evolve to become a man that you can respect. That should be your focal point at this point in your life, regardless of age. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you don't really have to actually subscribe to the channel. I mean, you should know. Heard any of my videos, come on out. And the likes are for free. But anywhere, if some guys really just aren't ready for, that advanced level of conversation, and that's due to a lot of things, inexperience, haste, And what I mean by the whole idea of the inexperienced and, the haste, and where that derives from is based on, still seeking validation. I mean, you can hear many videos where they say don't seek a woman's validation, but you still do. It shows up in your actions one way or another. It shows up in their reaction one way or another. You're seeking validation when you should be, providing a reason why she should value you. See how that works? Because if you're seeking validation, that means you don't value yourself. So she has no reason to value you. It's the reason why you get put into the friend zone, in Death Valley. Because you're looking for approval. It's the worst thing in the world. It's not approval. It's, I would say compliance and, listening. Because if there's listening, then guess what? There's submission. But you have to show her something that's different. What, is the one thing that they don't have a defense mechanism for? Was the one thing that they can't resist? One thing that really draws them in? What is that? What is that, Ice? I'll give you a scenario. Maybe you could be familiar with it. Have you ever had to talk really firm to a woman because you got tired of her being rude to you? And when you be a fun guy, um, but at the same time, not take that, for weakness, right? Then, boof, all of a sudden, they're the most pleasant flower in the garden. Now, keep in mind, women react to weakness just like they respond to strength. And, well, yeah, they have no choice but to respond to it, but just how they respond to it. It's like it's unique. It's like they just melt right into your arms. It's the way they do that, and they sometimes they try to catch themselves in time, but they're falling. It's like they find it, a little bit easier to to get lost in the story, right? See, emotional strength, is something that's extremely, important, especially in regards to showing the significant difference between you two, right? Women gravitate to something different. Women, something to, that they deem that is wiser, stronger, and better. Because women will use their emotions against you if you can't exercise, competence. She'll do things like she'll nag you, she'll guilt you, she'll piss you off, and anything that she can do within her powers to get her way. See, it's when you show her the ultimate power, right? See, power is going to back down to power, It only does that when you can actually condition yourself to not be fazed by her emotional episodes and the things that spring up in her. And, check her when she, decides to act up. And you'll notice that, you're getting much better cooperation and, trying to appease, her whimsical wishes. See, when men try to make, a woman happy all the time, she'll get turned off by that. See, women like to feel, a wide spectrum of emotions. They like to feel the emotion that you create in them. It's through colors. Do you speak in color? Do you like theme parks? This is why, let's say women like the dope boys, the hooligans, the criminals, or they'd say the bad boys, right? Because she wants to feel things. If she's playing in your emotions, then, there's nothing to value there. When you're playing in her emotions, there's everything to value. When you can't be moved. See, she wants to feel feelings of fear, feelings of anger, feelings of excitement, feelings of pleasure, feelings of pain, you know, simultaneously mixing it around, you know. Now, have you noticed that, you know, the men who try to only make her happy get cheated on, or, you know, they get left? They get ghosts. While the men who, you know, make her feel tons of negative emotions with a sprinkle of happiness, just a little dash of adobo from time to time, you know, she chases to the edge of the earth for them. This isn't always, you know, the women with low self-esteem, you know, under, say, contrary to popular opinion of the census. See, the vast majority of emotions, right? Women who gets tons of attention will get into a dysfunctional relationship with a man who makes her feel a million emotions.